Okay.
No. All right. Sorry.
That is not what we want the first
I
picture of
know,
Whatchu.
but my sinuses just started. Oh my God. Hey everyone. Sorry. Happy Tuesday. This is happy hour with TMS. My sinuses just started acting up out of nowhere. I saw a little like some white fuzz or something up from the dryer, but we are here. We are on CPT time today, but that's okay. It's partially my fault because I had to wash my hair and it's dripping down the side of my neck and back. You guys don't even know that, but it is. So I'm gonna go through it and it's all right. So we're gonna go around the room like we do every Tuesday and say why we're happy and what we are drinking. And I'm sure you guys know what Geraldo is drinking because he is a fan and we need to get a sponsor for Monkey Shoulder. Brought to you by Happy Hour Crew or Houston Happy Hour Junkies.
Whatever name we come up with, we still work on that, people. Hey, Monkey Shoulder, I've been drinking them since it was 1999. So they went up on price. I'm mad at that.
So what's the inflation on Monkey Shoulder?
I don't know, but I should have been grandfathered in at 1999.
First of all, why were you drinking at 19? Let's dive into that.
No, I mean, well, I guess I said the wrong time. 2000. It was the price the price of it was 1999.
The funny thing is, I knew that's what you meant since it was 1999, but you took it literally like we're gonna party like it's 1999.
Yeah. Since it's been like 3 years it's been out. And no one knew about this. I put my cousins on it. He went and bought everything, and then all of a sudden
you told everybody.
You go there and that's a problem. That's the problem.
I can't tell Black people. That's why if you find a good brunch spot, you can't tell. You can't post it. You just say brunching. No one needs to know where you are because they're gonna mess it up and then they're gonna end up closing.
Yep, and actually the price that went up. I went to that one time. I said, man, where's the Monkey Show at? This black dude was like, hey man, it's around the corner. They moved it. How do you know about this?
We're talking too much. It's a restaurant that I go to. Michelle goes to often. I will never post that I'm there because I don't want y'all colored people there to mess up my restaurant experience. I will never say where it's at. I even did a review for it.
I've kind of noticed that some people heard about it.
Right. But and I want y'all
they moved though. And it's not so bad, but I'm like,
I got 2 places that I don't tell you people about.
Don't tell nobody. Don't post it. Because again, these color folks that get there and ruin it. Like the blow up of Casamigos. Huh?
It'll be like the blow up of Casamigos.
Oh my God. Or people would claim Closet Azul. Or all of a sudden everybody taking shots of 1942. You're not. Pause, relax. It's like $60 a shot. Stop.
Shots.
Huh?
They do shots with it?
That's the colored mentality because that's a sipping tequila. That's not a shot taking tequila. I've seen people try to make margaritas. It's just unrefined Negroes who don't know any better. You don't take shots of that. You don't mix it with martini mixes and margarita mixes. You just drink it on ice.
I'm laughing at the unrefined. That is
I hate.
Wait a minute. I thought we were supposed to be happy.
We're talking about happy hour drinks. So I mean, technically,
hey, we're the happy hour people, baby. That's what
we're trying to give y'all advice on what not to do at happy hour. Don't make yourself look foolish by ordering a bottle of $150 tequila and taking shots of it and mixing it into a margarita. It doesn't make sense. So yeah. All right, Gerard and the Monkey Shoulder. Why are you happy today, though?
Man, I'm happy today because, like I said, anytime y'all see Dre here on a Tuesday, guess what? I wasn't supposed to have it. So he is here today, and I love having my son around.
Dre Day all day.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna run up at some point in this show behind me.
And I feel like he did the pre-party. He did the what do you call it, the Grammys, the red carpet walk. Right. So now he should be okay, but no, he's not gonna be okay.
He ain't fooling with us no more.
About 35 minutes, he's gonna be like,
he's gonna.
When are you gonna be done?
Right.
I'm hungry. That's gonna be this. I'm hungry, so I got the food prepped already.
Oh, we good then.
We're gonna go.
We on the clock. We on the clock. When we see Dre, we got 15 minutes.
Right.
Wrap it up.
Right. Wrap it the F up.
This is late for him. Late for him to eat.
It's all well, you can give him till 9 o'clock.
I take it back. Well, he was asleep. When he got home, he was asleep. Like he was like dead tired from school. And he slept. I had to go wake him up.
Oh, Dre was tired for real.
Yeah, he was tired for real. So I had to wake him up.
Learning about all those shapes is hard.
Right.
Why are you happy and what are you drinking?
I'm drinking a little I'm sipping on a little reposado. De Leon.
But why are you always drinking out of this shot glass?
Because portion control.
But you can put that in a cup or you won't. Oh, okay. Well, you know yourself, hey. Self-awareness.
At least she announced it this time. Because last
week, that's why I asked. That's the same shot glass. I'm like, why did you keep drinking out of that?
Last time, I swear I was the only one who saw it. I was like, did she just take a shot?
And she admitted to it.
And she admitted to it.
No, it wasn't only that much left. I just turned it up. So I sipped. So today what I did was I poured a shot's worth and then I had a little bit of water in my water bottle. So I poured it in there and mixed it up. So it's still only one shot, but it's diluted. So I may drink a little bit faster, but I'm only having one. I'm only having one shot of tequila.
Okay.
Because I got stuff to do tomorrow.
You need to get on this.
I probably won't. But can we talk about why I'm happy?
Yes.
So I had a good weekend. It was a little bit bittersweet because there was definitely a sad event going on with my family, but then also I still had a good weekend. I went to the Midwestern Regional Conference in Denver, Colorado, and I got to see all of my people, all of my friends. And one of my friends was running for regional director and she won. And I was glad to be able to be there and support her and celebrate with her. And also
She's going to be the regional director in the Midwestern region?
Mm-hmm.
Going to be the region? She's going to be. Do I know her?
She'll be ratified at Boulé. She's from Oklahoma. I don't know. Okay. I don't think so.
Awesome though.
But and then I had 3 friends celebrating 25 years of service in the sorority. And so I was able to go and be there with them. And we just had a really good, like wholesome time of fellowship and it was good.
I'm mad that you went to Denver and you didn't let me know.
Michelle not about to bring you nothing back. Michelle Green, she ain't doing that.
I have been to Denver 8 times. That's my most visited city.
So you know what's funny is when I was walking up with my bag to go through security, the dog was right there. So I don't know what you about to say, but no, thank you.
Just mix it with your
if you need it, you should have told me.
You said
what?
They had
the smell-proof bag.
Yeah.
With your with some like gummies. I wouldn't do it either, but I know people that I've been with people that have, and I was like, yep, nope. Because that's drug trafficking and you can go to jail.
Smell-proof bag. They
do have
smell through this. It has been tested.
Right. And you got the lock on it too?
It's a lock on it too.
Mm-hmm.
It's the lock on it. So this is a smell-proof.
Do you check it or do you put it in your carry-on?
I can put it in my pocket.
No, but I'm just asking you.
You would carry it on because if TSA goes to your bag and they know it's your bag, you can definitely get in trouble if it's on your person.
Yeah. So
they're not gonna look through that. You just put that through the scanner. They're not gonna open it up unless you got some like water or something there. So you'll be better off taking the scanner.
Yep, this is my smell-proof bag. It works.
You just mix it with some regular gummy, some regular Sour Patch Kids. You reseal it with a hot glue gun. Put it back in the package. It looked like a brand new pack of Sour Patch Kids. No one ever knows. You just take an edible pen and mark an X on the ones that ain't Sour Patch Kids.
I was just about to ask you. So then, how do you know? Every time is a surprise?
Yeah, no, you get an edible marker. Do you have a card for any of that stuff? All right. You have a card for any of that?
A card? No.
So put it up. In other words, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, there's nothing in it now. I mean, this was back in the day.
Okay. So Michelle, you said you did tequila and you had a good time. We're gonna move right along. I'm just gonna ask myself, Tia, why are you happy? Well, I'm happy. I'm drinking.
You gotta do it right, Tia. Why? Hey, why are you happy? What are you drinking?
I don't want to be affiliated with you at the moment, so I'm gonna just ignore whatever you just said. I don't want any affiliation. Truly, I want you to sponsor us. You sponsored the Jasmine Sullivan concert. There's no reason why you can't sponsor us. I mean, the people that were at that concert are not drinking Truly. They're probably drinking Hennessy and Crown. So if you can sponsor that, you can sponsor us. At least I drink
Right.
your product. I'm just saying.
Hennessy and Crown straight.
And I am happy today because I don't know if I sent Michelle this or Gerardo, but I found this video. Me and one of my stars, Aggie, my DP, Aisha, we find videos all day. It's so funny. I know I sent it to Rosie earlier and a couple of other people, but it is absolutely hilarious. I have watched this so many times. I've been sending it to my mama. Like, she was laughing at it. So we're gonna play this for y'all.
Nobody say anything to me to discourage me today. The way I'm looking today, bitch, I got on a cat suit. Bitch, I got on a cat suit. Ain't nobody say shit to me. I'm looking good. I'm looking like a Thundercat.
Oh, with that mouth.
Shit's me, I'm hot.
With that mouth though.
She's
You was saying
That is why I'm happy today because that is so funny.
you
think
are
you
a
did send that to me. Saw that this morning. That was funny.
I'll send it to you. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to tell Dre. It's grown people that don't have front teeth, so
Lord
he's fine.
Jesus.
She doesn't have a tooth in the front of her mouth, but she's
Oh
a
my
Thundercat.
But you got a
Thunder.
cat though.
She got a cat suit on and she's a Thundercat.
That is super funny.
Yeah. All right. So we are going to get started with our show. Before we get into sports, though, I do want to talk about there was a 10 people were shot at the Brooklyn subway station today. They do have a suspect at large. They have not apprehended yet, but they do have a suspect, so that is a good thing. 10 people were shot at the Brooklyn subway station this morning. Officials said at least 29 people were treated at nearby hospitals for injuries, none of which were life-threatening, according to the hospital representatives. Authorities said the suspect, who remains at large, put on a gas mask, deployed a gas canister, and then began shooting. That is absolutely crazy. Investigators have cell phone video from an eyewitness that shows the suspect. The NYPD says that they are currently seeking a person of interest in the shooting who they believe rented a U-Haul van whose keys were found at the scene. Police are investigating whether he has any connection to the shooting and have not named him as a suspect at the time. People, I hate to say this, but I say it often, the world is coming to an end. It's just so much chaos going on. Like, what is in your head to get on a subway, put a gas mask on? You're putting gas and shoot and kill. Like, why? What is going on? If you want to injure yourself, injure yourself. Leave innocent people alone. What is the psyche behind doing that? So wow.
Kill yourself.
That's all I have to say about that. Luckily, again, no one died. For what they're saying, they were not life-threatening injuries, but that is by the grace of God, because that could have been very catastrophic for those people that were on the subway. So prayers and life and love to those who are affected by that.
So I feel very triggered by this because also this is going to be my why I'm mad. But while we were in Denver on Saturday during the lunch break, we got an alert that there was an active shooter a block and a half away from the hotel where we were, outside of the restaurant where a large group of our sorority sisters were eating, which included one of my best friend's mom. So now I am getting the messages from her texting in the group chat that we have. And then also the group message from my friend that I didn't realize was happening at the same time. My mom just texted me, they're hiding in the kitchen at this restaurant. There's an active shooter. There's been one confirmed death, And then where's Michelle? Is she okay? Is she with them? But I wasn't, but I had paying attention to someone else's phone and not paying attention to my phone. And so, I mean, she was a wreck. Everybody, I was fine in the moment. And then like, as soon as they walked in the door, it was like this release of just, oh, and then
apprehend the person.
Well, no, because then later the comment was made, they're trying to determine if that was real. Like someone ran into the restaurant and said, there's a shooter, da 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 da. And then the message that they're passed because everybody's under the table. And then they run to the back of the kitchen and they're getting messages just from one person. But then it turned into, we're trying to see if this even really happened. And you know how sometimes I've watched Scandal enough that we gonna make something happen seem like it didn't happen.
Right.
But then at the same time, people are so crazy and weird, like who knows? And it's just like, you can't just be on a train going to work. You can't just be sitting in Chili's, eating. You can't go to a concert. You can't do, what's wrong with people? What's wrong with people?
I have anxiety now. I went to the movie theater and there wasn't a lot of people in there, and it literally like makes me nervous to go to the movie theater. So I only go to movie theaters now. It was called the Palladium, but I think it's called Regal now. So if you buy the VIP ticket, you can sit at the top and there's an exit. So I always get the seat that's on the end, because if something does happen and someone comes in, unfortunately if they come up there, I'll be in trouble. But if they come in at the bottom and start spraying, I can jump the seat and get out. And that's sad. Like I have to think of an exit strategy to go to the movies now because I don't feel comfortable. So it's just the world that we live in.
I think weapons are allowed in the movie theaters now. So get your concealed license.
But that sucks that we have to take a weapon into, I get what you're saying, like definitely you want to protect yourself, but like who wants to be in a Wild Wild West shootout at the movie theater? Like it sucks that you have to even conceptualize doing that. Like you have a kid and you want to save yourself, and Dre Michelle don't want that to happen to her. People like, it's heavy that we have to.
Yeah, it sucks. It really sucks. But what's funny is now, these things have always gone on in social media, and media has brought it out more.
I think so.
I
think it definitely has.
So
and on Michelle's point of it being maybe not real, it made me think about Sandy Hooks, because I constantly watch that. Have we heard anything else about Sandy Hooks like since it happened? And I watched a video about the validity of Sandy Hooks, and I was like floored. Like Michelle said, they will make it seem like it's something instead of just saying, hey, this was a hoax or this wasn't what it was. But it's like we got to keep the lie going. So Wild Wild West. Crazy.
Yeah, apparently somebody's being sued about the whole Sandy Hooks thing that's going on now. So.
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense. Like, where are the kids that were involved in it? Like every year with Columbine, you have someone from Columbine that was there talk about it. And they are still devastated as an adult by that. I have yet to see anybody from Sandy Hooks come and talk about Sandy Hooks. And they have footage of paid actors that were in different things that were at the shooting. So that's just really weird. Like, why are you the science teacher at the Sandy Hooks shooting talking to the news crew, but you also are an actor? Jeez.
Haven't heard nothing about the shooter in Vegas. Remember the shooter in Vegas?
Oh yeah, I haven't heard nothing about that either. Anymore. Yeah, I think we're living in the Truman story, and we just kind of like we're in this like.
So what's funny is the thing about it is now the problem is the media. The media doesn't care about getting the news right anymore. Yeah. All they care about now is like who can get it out first. Yeah. Oh, this story developing. This is what's happening. Well, if the truth come out later, truth come out later. But it's all about who right. Who gets it out first. It's not about who gets it out right anymore.
I agree with that. Irresponsible journalism.
Right. It's a shame that back when TMZ used to be incorrect all the time. Remember TMZ score stuff? We like, nope. Now it seems like TMZ is your most.
They know everything first. But Harvey kept getting threatened and sued, so they fact check everything now. And people go to them now because they're a reputable source. They're gonna get the news before the news gets it.
Right. TMZ has been on it. TMZ. If you want, it's funny. Like if you want to get real news,
yeah, TMZ.
Go to TMZ.
Because that's who report the Kobe Bryant rest in peace, Kobe Bryant, but they reported that before, and they had the facts. Like, this is what happened. This is the time. They reported everything. Where other CNN, all of Fox, they were all having speculation. And when TMZ came and said it, I was like, it got to be right.
The fact that TMZ hires people to follow people.
True.
So that's how they be knowing stuff so quick. They hire people to follow. Hey, you're assigned to Kobe Bryant. You're assigned to Shaq. I don't care who it is. And TMZ makes that kind of money now to where, hey.
They catch the news that people don't even know is about to be news.
Yep. I wonder if they hiring, because I'm nosy.
TMZ.
They have a TMZ hip hop now that started this week.
Really?
Yep.
They probably need people. I need to look
It
up.
comes on Fox at 12:30, so you can watch it or catch it during your lunch break.
They even have a social media, like an Instagram investigation thing where people are like frauding people. Like, it was this girl who was selling weave to people, but she wasn't sending it. And they have like TMZ investigators now to like call the people. Like, I was like, they're so smart and like forward thinking. I would love to do that. You said you was gonna give Michelle her hair lock oil, and she never got it. And then you took all these people to send her. So why did you?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
TMZ don't play no more.
They don't. Okay, what's going on in sports, you guys? Is something going on now?
So, a little bit of sad news. There was a death of Dwayne Haskins. He died crossing the highway.
Yes.
Which, have they said what that was about or why?
Ran out of gas. So he ran out of gas. He miscalculated running across, and it was like a delivery or moving truck or something. Dump truck ran him over because they couldn't stop fast enough. Like, they saw him, but you're on the interstate. Like, if you went 80 miles per hour and he tried to stop, they literally like clipped him because they just could not stop. And that sucks because I've ran across the street before, and I'm like, you don't gauge it right. You're like, okay, and the car is going faster than what you think, and you can't run that fast. So if the car is going 80 miles per hour.
There was like a lot of lanes on that highway too. There's never enough. I saw a picture of that highway, and it wasn't. That's like trying to run across I-10. They got a lot of lanes in some parts of I-10.
Yeah. So somebody gonna hit you. I'm like, why did he not think? I mean, and I get like, you think you can make it. I just wish he would have called like AAA or whatever, his car insurance, like something.
24 years old, you're still a baby. You still think that at 24, you're not even scared of death yet.
Yes.
24 years old, you know what I'm saying? You still feel undefeated. You feel on top of the world. You still feel young. You still feel vibrant. You feel you're untouchable. Those type of things. And he probably have ran across a highway before.
Probably not.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, I ran across a highway before. Oh,
why?
When the Rockets won the 94-95 championship, I was on 45 with a broom.
But multiple people were doing it.
Yeah, but we ran across the highway back and forth. But I was young then. You're not scared of death.
Because now the way my knees are set up, if I tried to run across, they probably would have buckled before I even.
I would sit in my car and wait till AAA comes.
Right.
Because I'm old enough to have AAA now.
Exactly. And I'm sure he did too, but like you said, just the invincibility concept in his head, he probably thought he could make it. He's an athlete on fast, I run all the time. And that it's so unfortunate. What an awful way to transition. That just
I'm pretty sure he wasn't trying to end his life. He just, felt like, oh, I'm just going across, I'm gonna cross the street, go give me some gas or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? That
makes my heart sad.
Don't thinking too much into it.
Yeah.
Because you're a kid.
Yes, but you know what? The crazy thing about this though is, for as much as we think it's crazy to run across the freeway to try to go get gas, there's other comments from people who would say, don't stay in your car because that's just as dangerous, because other people have a story. Because my sister-in-law's dad died because he had car problems and pulled off on the side, and then somebody hit him, and while he was on the shoulder in the safe spot, Right. And so there's all kinds of ways that you could look at it. You're gonna say, oh, with all the money he has, how could you run out of gas? Y'all look,
anything can happen.
I live on the edge. Y'all witnessed it. So it's like it sucks.
Yeah,
it sucks. Is what that's just it.
It's shameful,
for his family,
You can't wash off the shame, Michelle.
Yeah,
I
Michelle, don't
brought it
feel
up.
bad.
I'm fine. I
I've
literally-
had it happen, but luckily I was there and I just let my car coast to the pump. But it was, if I hadn't pulled up at that second, I'd have. So what
I
happened to the
coasted to
best
the
friend?
entrance. I coasted to the entrance right before the entrance to the
You
pub.
did.
In my Charger, when I had the Charger, I went to go pick up Dre, and I said, "Shoot, I'm out of school." I said, "You know what? I need to go get some gas." And I was literally at Murphy Road and at Side Road where his school was,
Uh-huh.
and the car literally stopped. Funny thing is, I don't know why I had a gas tank in back of my car, but I did.
It had gas in it.
No,
Okay, but you could go get some gas.
it was empty. So when I
Okay.
went across to get my gas, and then one of the ladies who knew who I was, she said, "How you run out of gas in that new car?" I said,
What's the year the car got to do with the gas?
because I had a 2018 Charger.
I had nothing to do with it. You could have been busy, just didn't
Right.
pay attention.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, there's plenty of people who probably saying all the money he had, he could have got gas. Da da da. But it's just like,
say he
you
was
know,
broke.
it sucks, and
It
that's just a really really sad for his family
Right.
and everybody that loved him, his friends, his teammates, everybody. The next thing is the Rockets season is over. According to someone on this podcast, it's promising. But
Don't do that.
According to Geralda.
You feel like you don't believe me.
he says it's
So-
promising. I said it.
20 and 62. For those who don't know sports, they won 20, lost 62. But I'm gonna be honest, watching them was really exciting. The reason why I say it was really exciting watching them was because you can see that they're losing because of youth.
Mm.
They're not losing because they don't have a talent. They was losing because of the youth. You know, down the stretch they losing by 20 points. But I went to a bunch of games and watching like, man, these kids aren't gonna give up in them. They're learning, and you can see that they're learning, and they see that Silas is actually trying to teach them. Now, let me tell you what's gonna happen, and you can mark my word. Coach Silas is teaching these kids on how to, how to stay in the game. This is what we need to do. He don't have the pieces right now. Soon as the Rockets make the playoffs and lose, they're gonna fire his ass.
Yep.
That so sucks.
And
But you know,
they're gonna bring in what's ex Bulls coach Phil what's his name the Michael Jordan's old coach,
no,
the triangle defense Phil
no,
Jackson.
no,
They're gonna bring in some coach
no,
who doesn't
No.
deserve to be there.
No.
He's gonna get the Mark Jackson treatment. Mark Jackson
no.
together the Golden State team, and Steve Kerr gets all the credit.
Mm,
Michelle,
Well-
how you feel about that?
Phil Jackson.
I knew who you were talking about. I just wasn't gonna say it. No.
They are going to get rid of Silas, and they're going to bring in they're going to bring in Phil Jackson to take it over.
If he's about a statue right about now, he won't. No.
So you still don't think that they're not going to do it? You think
I just don't think it'll be Phil Jackson.
okay?
But you know, there's some validity to what you're saying, because the person who inherits the horrible team is never the person that gets to see them through. They're the person that gets to build them and recruit and get a good roster, and then the new coach wins with their team that they built over the last 3 years. So I understand what you're saying. Did the Lakers make the playoffs?
What city is that in?
They did not. The memes were untwisted.
What city is the Minneapolis Lakers?
The ones who the defending champions.
Never
Did
heard
they
of
make? The Rockets had to play into that. And the last thing is Astros. The beginning, it's going well. So let's just keep it up.
Jose
That
Pena,
little, huh?
Jose Pena, who's taking Carlos Correa's spot.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking promising. He's looking good.
So yeah.
Before it's Fofo, Mr. Eurodon, he's doing his thing, and Bregman looking like, and of course Altuve doing his thing.
Always.
Birdman.
He's doing their thing. So
yeah, go Astros. Houston, we coming back. We still need a quarterback. But anyway, all right, Tia, what's up?
Well, you guys are done. All right.
on the pink paper.
So my first story is, you guys know Solange had a baby boy, right?
She was pregnant?
She had a son when she was 17.
Oh, yeah. It's our new one.
Fools is his name. Her baby
How old is he now?
He is 17 now. She had him 17. His daddy was 19, and they got married because it sounded like Matthew was like, look at him, you're not about to taint this. Beyonce is a star, and you're not about to ruin this family, so we're going to go ahead and make you be married so it looks more acceptable in the eyes of the Lord. So it sounds like her son, Daniel Jules Smith Jr. is following in potentially his mother's footsteps. So he became a trending topic. He got a chick named Adore. She's listed as 18 on Instagram. She may be younger than that, they're saying, but there's some screenshots out about these texts that are going back and forth. And he real grown in his conversation. He may have shot her club up, and she may be pregnant. So they were saying, not on Beyonce's internet will y'all discuss her son, her nephew, and the foolishness. The girl said, I can't wait for us to have a kid. The son, Juliet said, I want one so bad. The girl said, let's have one. He said, give me like 10 more months. And then so later on, a couple times later on, where they had a conversation, he was like, I shot your club up. She was like, yeah, no. He was like, you gonna take the plan B? She said, no, I'm gonna just pray about it and see what happens. He was like, that's so unattractive to me. I don't like that. And so then she went on Twitter and Instagram and had this live and this rant, like she has an OnlyFans page. She makes $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a month. She doesn't need his money. She's been bossing up since before she's known him, blah, 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 blah. So it's all this controversy going on.
That girl?
Huh? What'd you say?
That girl? You making how much a month?
Well, his family's fine. The crazy part about it is the text messages between him and her. He's really grown at the mouth, but I guess he is 17. I just would love to be a fly on the wall in Solange's house, because Solange seems like she don't play, and she probably two-pieced him, I'm sure. I want to know what she did to him, because you are ruining the family name. I'm sure she probably lit his ass up. So we'll see what happens with this. Maybe the girl's just, giving him smoke, because she did say she wanted revenge because of how he talked to her, and he was very disrespectful to her. So she may just be blowing smoke and trying to get some clout because she has an OnlyFans page and she wants to get more followers. Or she could be with child, and Beyonce is going to be a great aunt, and Solange is going to be a grandmother at 35. So the cycle continues. So
I doubt it. I'll wait till the real story come out. But Solange is pretty gangster. I feel like Solange wrote "Bow Down" for Beyonce. Beyonce ain't got it in her to write "Bow Down."
No. Beyonce is hood too. I think that's a facade. Her voice is real hoodish.
Who wrote "Bow Down"?
Okay.
Solange.
I'll roll with it.
That's some gangster stuff.
Yeah, bow down, itches. Yeah.
Beyonce wasn't cussing "Bow Down, bitches."
Stop it.
That is Solange written all over it.
That's true. I'll give you that.
Beyonce probably wrote "Bow Down," and
yeah.
She wrote "Bow Down." Solange like, you gotta add the bitches in there. Bow down, bitches.
I agree. Solange is definitely about that life. The other story.
I'm laughing because I'm doing the song in my head, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, that definitely could be heard.
And then Solange come up with "Don't Touch My Hair."
So in other news too, I saved this from earlier in the week. So there's the aftermath of the slap. People are definitely digging deeper into the Will Smith and Jada Pinkett relationship, and there was a video that resurfaced from something that he spoke about a long time ago. I don't know if he was on a Red Table Talk. I don't know where he was on Red Table Talk. And this was about something that he was doing for Jada when she was turning 40. He actually he was planning for her 40th birthday after her 37th birthday. That's how excited he was to do something huge for her. So I have the audio, and I just want you guys to hear how toxic. To me, it's toxic. Some people said that they agree with Jada, but so
I saw that video.
7th birthday, I hired a team to orchestrate her 40th birthday. I had hired a documentary team. I traced Mommy's family roots. Her 40th birthday was going to be my thing.
It was going to be a splash.
It was going to be a splash. Mary J. Blige performed. I debuted the film, all of that. It was going to be the thing that lifted her out of this midlife crisis, and it was going to be my deepest, most beautiful proclamation of love. And she's told me that the party was the most ridiculous display of my ego. The day after her.
So I listened to that, and I was like, wow, like some men don't even do anything for their wife's 40th birthday. So for him to 3 years in advance think of that, I thought that was awesome. I mean, he's going back to her roots to make a video of her legacy, and then I don't feel like it's a display of his ego because he seems like he has a big personality. That to me just parallels who he is. So he's a huge personality, so he does huge things. That doesn't mean about him.
And Will is such a simp. He's at the end of that video, he said, and it was a display of my ego. No, it was not, Will.
Did he say that? I didn't hear
No, they didn't show it.
Oh, okay.
But at the end, he said it was a big display. No, it was not a display of your ego, man. It was a display of your, like you said, a proclamation for your love for this woman. Because you didn't do that for you.
What about him? It was his birthday.
And dig that far, done that for her.
Mm-hmm.
Jada, man, Jada doesn't know how to receive love. She don't know what love is. And I try to say, when does Jada even know what love is? Because no, she don't. Her mom has been married four times.
4 or 5 times, yeah.
4 or 5 times or whatnot. She does not know what a good display of love is. She's still chasing a dead man at this point. Tupac.
So
Tupac
is it that, listen, is it that she doesn't know what love is, or is it that he doesn't speak the language of love that she receives? And that is really a valid question. And I'm not at all defending Jada in this because I don't know the situation. I don't know what she likes, what she values, but he should know that. And if he doesn't, it's because he hasn't taken the time to actually really get to know her and care enough about her. And I have a story that goes along with this. But then the other part of that is too, it's like, if I'm a reserved person, even though I'm not, if I'm an introvert and kind of don't really like a lot of the attention on me, and you know that I like a quiet thing at home, and you go and do this big surprise, big bash, you got the cameras, you got the this, and you got the that, and all it did was make me feel uncomfortable, then was that really for me? And so the fact that at the end he says, and it was, and that's true, because maybe he recognizes that a part of his plan was never what she really wanted or would appreciate. But the story that I have is, I have a friend who we had her birthday party. Her husband rented out this big old house. We were all there, the food, the drinks, the everything. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful display. He makes this great speech about how such a great wife she is, how such a great mother she is. And it's all of these things that you're just like, wow, you know? And she stood there and she smiled, except I could see in her eyes that they were void. Like literally, it was, but she did what she was supposed to do. And it was years later when we talked about it, I said, your birthday that year when we were at very nice party. And I said, y'all weren't in a good place then, were you? And she looked at me and she was like, why do you say that? And I was like, so I told her and described what I saw. And she just started crying, because that was literally, they were the beginning of the end, and they ended up getting divorced. but they didn't get divorced until a whole lot of years later. But I told her that. She was like, how did you see that? She was like, you didn't even know me that well to have seen that, but I did. So maybe in that moment, for him to say that he was doing all of this, that could have not very well been the space that they were in or she was in and what she needed. We talk about the golden rule versus the platinum rule all the time. Don't do what you want people to do to you. Do what people want. Treat them how they want to be treated, not how you want to be treated. And that could be the situation.
Possibly, I don't know. She's half naked on social media all the time, showing her body and all before she lost her hair. So I don't.
I'm not saying that she don't like attention or whatever. I'm just saying that whatever
I mean,
the
I get
situation.
it. Just sometimes people don't. They're not always gonna meet your mark. So if someone puts forth an effort, I feel you should at least appreciate it, even if that's not something that you particularly want. They could have not done anything at all, and you would have been mad about that. So maybe in hindsight, the party was amazing. Maybe even if it's a year later, the party was amazing this year. Let's do something different because that's not really my thing. I totally appreciate you going the extra mile. I love that you did that. I love that you love me, but blah, 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 blah. Like that's a teachable moment for someone on someone who, is like, is putting forth effort. Because if they don't put forth effort as a woman will be pissed off.
Right.
Did the party happen?
Yeah. So obviously you weren't that mad about it because the party still happened.
Yeah, I respect the part that she doesn't like the whole thing. You can respect that. That's quite all right. My thing is this: for him to do something like that, he has tried to become a mind reader. To me, he's showing like, you know what? Maybe she will like this. Maybe I haven't took the time to learn my wife yet, and I'm on my own thinking. Maybe she will like this. Maybe she will like this. This is something she's not used to doing. So maybe I should do this and maybe bring her out of a shell or something like that. I mean, that's how dudes mind think. That's how we think. We think like, maybe we should do something different for her. So I'm gonna get all these glitz and glamour and cameras and all that. So at that point, we're mind reading, thinking she knows what she wants, and she gets there. She's like, no. Well, you should have known this. Sometimes dudes ain't mind readers. How about you just tell us what you like? And I feel like yeah, let us know what you like, and then we can go from there. We can still be creative and go from there.
And you shouldn't be mad if someone tells you they don't like something. I've dated someone before, and I had something for them, and they were like, "Ooh, I don't like to be the center of attention." I was like, "Oh, I didn't know." So moving forward, I won't do that. Like, what would you like instead? And they told me, cool. But at that moment, I'm like, I'm honoring you. Like, it wasn't about me. It was literally about me honoring you and me sowing seeds of love to you with other people. So
what's funny? Wait, before you say that, what's funny is you mentioned the part about her showing her body, her being this and being that. Think about Beyonce. For as much as a performer that she is, and the bodysuits and the leotards and the everything, that's her stage presence. And then her real self is very much reserved and an introvert. Just like you say, she can get up there and sing, bow down, like she means it, and that's her jam and that's her song. In that elevator, when it went down, she was in the back quiet, and Solange was the one that was going after Jay-Z. So it's just like I think we judge actors just because they have this craft, they have this talent, they live a very public life and out there, then we have these expectations of what we think that they're supposed to be or what they're supposed to value or what they're supposed to want. And we really don't know. And for him to admit that it was his display, he's admitting to the fact that he realized that wasn't the language that she speaks or what she needed.
Or did he say that because he's in a toxic marriage?
And how long did it go? And she still don't appreciate.
Because you could have said, and I don't think it was a display of his ego, because if she felt that adamantly about it, he told you after your 37th birthday, but he still had the party for you. So if you were that adamant about not having this big bash for your 40th birthday, he would have not had it. So you still let it go on. Why? You should.
Any man that plans 3 years for your birthday.
Yeah, just say no. I don't want that.
You might want to think that he loves your ass.
Well, that doesn't necessarily mean that he loves you either. Because in like Michelle's situation, it could be him. If y'all are already not in a good place, it could just be him picking at the last straws to try to reel you back in, and you like,
You're right.
I mean, I
You
see
know
both
what?
sides of it.
You could plan my 45th birthday right now. I've never been to Disney World. Now you're gonna take me to Disney World, but you're gonna plan my party at Magic Kingdom.
But you've never been,
Now,
so
this-
that's
what-
still
what-
someone
I
paying
missed the
attention
clue, but
to
you know what?
your desires.
46 though, we Disneyland all days.
At Magic Kingdom though.
Yeah.
But you said you've never been to Disneyland.
But
Yeah,
did you think I wanted to go to Magic Kingdom?
Well, you said you hadn't been, so you shouldn't have said it. Hey,
Well, man,
now
How
you
many,
gonna be there with-
how many parks are at Disney World? How many parks are at Disney
There's
World?
like
that's that
8.
bull right there. That's that
How many
bull.
parks? Right. But so you picked Magic Kingdom for my
You know,
birthday?
I'd have been like, put these damn Mickey ears on and shut your damn mouth, or you can go
You
home.
know, no. So Magic Kingdom is the animal park.
Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah, you don't like animals. Yeah,
Oh, now, so put that in perspective.
yeah,
You decided to do a big thing for me.
yeah, that's
I never
dumb.
been, but you took me to the animal park.
Yeah, that would be dumb. The person knows that you don't.
Now, but I'm saying, but I'm 42 now. You playing 45. We doing big. Everybody there. Yeah, I rented out the whole park.
But
for
you
boo.
had 3 years to tell him no, I don't like animals. So it shouldn't even got to 45. Because
Hey,
when he
you
told you at 42, you should have said no, I don't like animals.
I know on day one that I don't like animals.
No, hey man, look, you know what this tells me? Men, forget them. We can't make them happy. No matter
That's
what.
not true. That's not true.
Man, you hear this right now? Forget it.
Not true. Okay.
It doesn't matter. Because they don't get excited about planning nothing for us.
Not they. Knock it off.
Most.
Everybody know.
You
Don't
know,
send me no dog videos, no pictures of your dogs in clothes, none of that. I don't care.
Forget them. Forget them. Man, find you a woman who come from nothing, ain't never had nothing, and anywhere you take her, she's happy.
That is not true because people that's bougie from the country, they be stuck in their little box too and hard headed. So nah, that don't work. You try to show them something, they don't hear it either. So that, I don't think that works.
If you're not excited to play nothing for me, guess what? Not gonna be excited about them too. If
Oh,
you want to go
you can
Disney
plan me anything.
Kingdom, maybe that's all I can afford, and be happy about
You can plan me something, I'll be happy. Just as long as you
Alright.
it. They got real quiet now. They got quiet. Give them a cake, even though they don't like cake.
Okay, so moving on.
The moral of the story is forget them.
I'm gonna put this on our news feed before I
Us men, we have been trying to make them happy, and God dog, we can't win.
shut up, Geraldo. You
No,
dragged this out long enough.
I'm talking the truth now.
You're not.
Don't take me to the animal park.
You're not.
Michelle, I'll go to Magic Kingdom and have a great time. With the-
Good. Bye.
Yeah, so
Come back
Lamisha
and
said he
you know
did plan. He did say he was trying to get her out of her rut. So it seems like there's a lot of different caveats to why he potentially may have tried to do that. So she was having a midlife crisis. I could see him or a mate possibly trying to.
Get out of here, yeah.
All right, so the
One more
next
thing.
celebrity gossip that's gonna.
See, I have something real quick caveat.
Mhm.
Why is Jada Pinkett mad about her hair? Now look back on it. When has she ever had hair?
She had hair, she had beautiful hair. She had beautiful curly hair.
What movie?
She talked about it on her Instagram. It was like an interview that people were doing. It's like a 5-part interview. And she was saying that she hated, like when she was coming up, they wanted her to fit to the European standards of straight, like flowy hair. And so she would wear weaves, all these different things. And then she said she got to a point where she was like, no, like my hair is big, it's curly. I don't want to wear that. And she would say no. She lost some roles because she wouldn't wear her hair like that. And then she ended up cutting her hair and like doing different things. But I do remember her having hair. She had hair.
I
She
don't
did.
remember.
Short hair is still hair.
Right. She been
No,
bald.
she had hair.
Now, bald is bald.
Right.
Man, to me, her
How
hair
many
ain't no
dudes-
different than
How
what
many
she-
dudes you know got locks where they all of this part is back here, or they got the little ponytail? Like
wonder?
people are tied to their hair. They will hold on and hold on and hold on.
Jada
They
Pinkett
that
hair
the
ain't been no
the-
different
this here-
than all her life.
I had a teacher in 6th grade. He used to
Had a
do that little
two-shade.
comb over. It looked like 3 strands trying to cover up. Like,
Sir,
sorry, no, sir.
see your
That's
brain.
a self-esteem issue.
I think people just I don't think it's a
If
self-esteem.
anybody got if anybody got any kind of confidence, it don't matter what kind of hair you
Lies,
got.
because you tell
Boom.
any black man, you tell them
Boom.
that they barber push their line back, they will have a nervous breakdown. I do that to black men just in general. Like if I see a black dude I'm cool with and they just got a haircut, I'm like, oh, their hair could look cool, but it looks like they push their line back a little bit. They be like, what? They will look in a phone camera and be checking that hairline out. So stop it.
Because we look at the barber, because if our hair is still growing when they push it too back, that's the
It don't
difference.
matter. You just said the hair don't matter. So I mean, if the line is pushed back, it shouldn't matter.
We
It'll grow back.
talking about a messed up haircut versus
It's gonna grow back though. Why do you care?
actually going back.
It's hair. It'll grow back.
How y'all gonna tell me if a barber?
You the one that said they have a self-esteem issue if their hair is not right. So then
I mean, no. If it's not done right, you will be mad if some of your hair is not done right. Now, if you're just
Why can't somebody be mad if their hair falls out from the root and stop growing?
You're bald and you're trying to save it, that's a totally different story.
is
So
it?
you gotta remember, it's a bad haircut versus you actually going bald.
Apples and oranges. Like just like you don't want your hairline pushed back, they don't want to be without hair. It's the same thing.
It's not the same.
To
Because
you.
that hair grow back. If your hairline's being pushed back and your hair still grows, you can let your hairline grow back.
Right. So the person who doesn't have hair growing back is going to be more so affected because their hair is gone. Your hair can grow back. So you're good. If your hairline is pushed back, it's gonna grow back. The brother who got a bald spot, all he can do is spray his hair in.
Versus the dude going bald and trying to save it. That's a totally different.
I don't think
He's in denial.
I don't think so.
And I wouldn't care because my dad is bald. If I lose all my hair tomorrow, I'll be like, yeah, my dad's bald. So
Lies, because you always talk about your hair and you growing it out. So stop it. You would not be okay if your
this is
hair
the
was
longest
bald.
my hair has ever been.
Right, and you're growing it out because you like your hair and you are excited about the growth of your hair. So if your hair fell out, we would have to literally sew your braids back onto your scalp.
From the horse's mouth. I grew my hair out because of COVID.
It ain't COVID no more then.
But it's still growing. So I was like, man. And if it falls out tomorrow, I wouldn't care.
Can you mute him?
Right. Moving forward, so
oh gosh. Next subject.
So Lamisha said she found 2 bald spots in the top of her head and she felt some type of way. Don't do Jada, but I couldn't imagine being bald without a choice. It will take a water coat. My cousin's locks came out due to her diagnosis and it's definitely adjustment. Definitely, like people's hair is important to them. Like as you get older, your hair thins, your edges change, like things happen with your hair. Like your hair is your crown, especially as African Americans, we have always been slaves to our hair. Like your mama do your hair when you little, she burn your neck, making sure your hair is straight for Easter. So your hair is your crown. Michelle, she gets complimented on her locks. People always compliment me about how big my hair is. They wish I'm hair gold. So if I lost some of my hair, like if my family hereditarily has thinner edges, so as I've gotten older, I also have the same thing. It's not because I put a whole bunch of weave in my hair or anything. It's just natural. That affects me. So I part my hair on a certain side, or I swoop my hair back a different way because my hair is my crown. It's my signature thing. It would affect me. It does affect me. So
I had to cut my hair before because I used to get these bald spots like right here. And it would happen normally like around finals or stressful time when I was in school.
Stress, attention.
And so at one point it got so bad that I literally had to cut my hair down really, really low, which is funny because that's what Jada talked about, is having to have her hair cut low to kind of camouflage and hide where it wasn't so obvious, because like literally you could comb my hair and it would be 3 little strands because it would be like a circle bald spot. And so it's just like really interesting. And then when I went to get it cut to try to camouflage, because it was only this long in certain spots, then she cut it really low, like lower than I thought. And when I looked in the mirror, I was like, I said I wanted it to be like to my ear, as in like the long layer, but she did it to the top, like here. And it was like, I had to go by the little bitty. It was traumatic.
You were devastated.
It was traumatic.
Definitely.
A bad haircut.
It was traumatic.
Traumatic. Either way, it's traumatic.
No,
All right,
it was a bad haircut because of my hair falling out.
Right. So that's
And
twofold.
So now her hair is just falling out, period. That's traumatic.
Right.
Yeah, hair fall out, period. Get no argument. I mean, that is traumatic. Like, damn, I had hair one day, next day I got spots, it's just falling out. I get that.
Patches McGraw. You ain't gonna be happy about being Patches McGraw. There's nothing cool about that.
But I'm talking about, I would just cut it off.
So we are going to go into our next topic, which is going to parlay into our topic. Cam Newton is trending. So Cam Newton made some unfavorable comments. Women are all in uproar. How dare men speak on women, which to me logically doesn't make sense because men date women. So that's his opinion based off of his experience with women and what he desires. He's not saying all women are like this. He is actually classifying a certain group of women. And so I put the link in our bio, but I'm also going to play it. And it's a longer clip.
My father and my grandmother. And I knew what a woman was, not a bad bitch. Okay, what's the difference? A woman. Okay, a bad bitch is a person who's just, you know, girl, I'm a bad bitch. You know, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I look the part, but I don't act the part. Okay, you know, and it's a lot of women who are bad bitches. And I say bitches in a way not to degrade a woman, but just to go off the aesthetic of what they deem is a boss chick. Mm-hmm. Now, a woman for me is handling your own, but knowing how to cater to a man's needs, right? And I think a lot of times when you get the aesthetic of like, I'm a boss bitch, like I'm gonna do something like that, no, like, but you can't cook.
Keep watching.
Okay.
Okay, you don't know when to be quiet. You don't know how to allow a man to lead.
Okay, so I implore people to look at you can look at the whole thing. I'll see if I can find it in the middle see if I can find it and post it. So we're gonna kind of talk about that. I do feel like again people are attacking him. He prefaced it with "to me." So that means to him, that's how he feels. He is not speaking for anyone else. He is saying that is how he feels. I kind of agree with him. I don't agree with I will say I agree and I disagree. It's not the 1900s where men are like, shut up, Shirley. Don't run your damn mouth. Like, be quiet. I said what I said. You know, it's not that time, but I do understand, like, and that goes across the border with men and women, like, don't agitate, like, know when to hold and when to fold. Like, you know, when you're pushing the limit too far, you need to chill out. Same with men, like, you know what agitates your mate, so you just need to chill out. So that's kind of what I feel like he was saying. Michelle, how do you feel about Cam's podcast conversation?
So I'm not 100% mad at it because it actually sounds like a conversation that we've had before, here. And I feel like Sam might have been a part of one of those conversations. But I'm just saying, like, the whole conversation about what it means to be a woman or womanly is multifaceted. Yes. Certain women value certain things. Mm-hmm. Women value different things. Mm-hmm. And so if he's speaking on the type of a woman that he's interested in or that he wants to talk to, that he wants to date or that he wants to be attached to, and he values the traditional relationship or the roles of a man and a woman, where we always talk about the man as the head of the household, the man leads. There is nothing wrong with that. I think there was another part of that I heard where it was like, you hollering about you a bad chick or you a boss chick, you don't even know how to cook. Like, that's not a woman's skill, that's a life skill. However, there are a lot of women who pride themselves on being able to cook and being able to take care of their home, their family, or whatever. I personally would like to have a male that is the head, that does lead, because that's what I believe that a family structure is. If you don't believe that, then that's on you. But guess what? You can't be in my family. You can't be my mate. You can't be my head. So it's fine. If you are a woman that values the bad mentality, and that's what you want to be. And here you are, you have a man like Cam Newton. Guess what? You can't be his woman. You
Right.
can't be
That's
his
simple.
man because that's not what he's looking for.
Right.
So for him to have that opinion and for people to like refer to it as sexist, like the thing that I think people caught on to or stuck to was he said, you don't know how to, what did he say,
Right.
cater to a man.
And be quiet. I think that was.
And you don't know how to be quiet.
Mhm.
But that might be the two things that they stuck to if you take that comment in isolation. But
Right.
as a concept, as a whole, the
Right.
entire statement, like it's not 100% archaic.
Right.
There are men, there are women who want that. Because I take me back to the 1950s when
Baby.
Mary and them was talking about we want to go to work. I would tell them shut up.
Right. I'm
no,
not burning the bras.
this
I'm not
is
burning no
stupid.
bras. I'm
But
not doing that.
no, you know what? Bras are good, and so is making his cornbread from scratch.
Right.
Because all that under things I want to do.
Right.
Then I talked about trigger words. They missed the whole message just hearing these trigger words.
Yeah.
You know,
Definitely.
and like in the beginning, he said to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, how do you miss it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How do you miss that? Because, you know, to me, if I know I'm providing all these things, I can't do everything by myself.
Right.
And if, as a man, all I require, I ain't even say require, if you love just cooking, period, like, you know what? I work all day. I keep these lights on so you can read a book, you know, a house over my head, you know, say everything. And man, it would be nice to come home if, you know, you would even got to cook, just picked up a meal. Come, baby, you know, you worked all day.
Right.
You know, it's just those things. But I do understand that we are not living in the 50s where the man go
Cleaver.
right, go to work 12 hours, 16 hours, they work doubles, while his wife doesn't work and she take care of home.
True.
I get that. I get that part. But if you don't have to work as hard, you got a man that's actually working, putting out their work, help him out.
Definitely.
Help him out.
So, question: do you all think that it would have been differently received if instead of him saying "don't know how to be quiet," but he would have said "is my piece"? Because it's the same thing, really. Because what I heard and don't know how to be quiet. When I was in college and undergrad, I lived with an 84-year-old woman, Miss Moore, funniest, sweetest, cutest lady ever. And one of the things that she said, she was married for like over 50 years until her husband died. And we're just having a conversation like, how do you do that? And she says, I was married for a very long time. And one of the things I had to learn how to do is eat crow pie. And she says, it didn't taste good. And I don't like crow pie. But sometimes you just got to take a big scoop of it and go,
Yes.
because that keeps the peace in a lot of ways. And it's not being a pushover. It's know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when this is a point to really make, and know when you could just be quiet and let it go. And so that's what I received, but I wasn't triggered by that because.
Right. And that's my grandmother was married for 63 years. And when I was married, she would be like, you need to be quiet. Like she would always tell me that, but I wasn't her generation. So to me, I'm like, no, like I have a voice too. Like I feel this way about X, Y, and Z. She like, but that's not the important part of marriage. Like you losing a battle by speaking too much. And so, I get like what Michelle said, that there's definitely validity in that, but I just think times are different. Women have progressed a lot, so our thought process is different, and we don't conceptualize being quiet as to what our grandparents would have. Just like Dorada said, this isn't the era of a June Cleaver. So, women talk back. Like we're not at home all day. We breadwinners too. So we gonna talk back because you ain't paying all the bills. So just like you wanna put your balls in the air, I'm gonna put my ovaries in the air because both of us is paying bills, and we gonna clap back, and so if the man is not being 100% provider, then
my thing is this, man, find you a woman that can notice when you need a little time to yourself, or find you a woman who you can say, I need a little time to myself.
Definitely.
And that could, to me, that could solve a lot. And if you find out who doesn't receive that kind of stuff well,
But I don't think I don't even think he meant needing time to yourself. I just, like Michelle said, I think it's like saying too much, like agitating the situation, popping off, like just chill sometimes, like just chill.
yeah.
I have a friend who I said, if this is how she acts in her relationships, I can see why
She's single.
they don't work out. Because, and I have used the very same thought in my head, she don't know how to be quiet. Because it's just like on and on and on and on and on. And at some point you have to stop. You do.
Right.
Like you cannot have to have the last word in everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That is very true.
Like I said, we're not even in the 60s, so time will change.
DB always said, what do you mean, first of all, me and Michelle are not, when I see people, someone made a comment about me the other day, thinking that I wouldn't think this way. You know me based off of being on a podcast, just like Michelle just said a second ago about Beyonce. You don't know me like that. So you see me on a podcast. I am a character on this show. I am a sensitive thug. I cry. I love you. You don't know me like that. So for you to think that you know how I would project something when you don't know me like that, you can't do that. I joke. I'm a Charlemagne of the show. That is my character on here. I fed into that character when we started our podcast. So if you don't know me, you can't really say. And Michelle is herself. She's true to what she says, but she also we're doing a podcast. So she's gonna be objective at times. She may agree sometimes. She's still gonna put a little bit of herself into it. Same with Gerardo. Like he is himself on here, but we are all characters in a podcast. So we're giving you entertainment along with a piece of ourselves. So don't think that you know.
Well, I mean,
loosely based on a true story.
Based on a true story.
Except for the parts we made up.
Yeah, because I'm not. What would make you think that I would want to just be a shitty person, or Michelle? Like we just gonna be shitty to the men that we date, and we ain't gonna cook, or we gonna talk reckless to them and talk crazy to them. Like we don't even come across like that on the podcast.
We're talking about situations like we're old enough to been in certain experiences, so we can actually share our experiences, not pertaining to what we actually have like now or something like that.
Yeah, definitely.
That we have been in these situations before, and we could get both sides. We could get Cam Newton's side. We could get the lady's side. Like, hey, Cam probably should be more tactful what he said, but we talking about Cam Newton. Cam Newton has money. He can talk free at the mouth and don't care, because there's gonna be a woman out there who's still gonna want to get with Cam Newton.
Definitely.
The one that had a bunch of kids with him, and he was with him for years, and he ain't married her. Right. And she was still right there.
Right there.
Yeah, a broke dude ain't gonna sit there and talk like Cam Newton and get away with it.
Oh, they will.
But there could be a broke dude and talk the same way he with Cam Newton.
And he gonna have an old silly fuddy-duddy that's sitting there with him, like, baby, it's okay. I know you said that, and they're gonna be just fine. And so Lamisha put that he did lack some tact, but he appreciates his honesty, even though it's not her cup of tea. Control what you can control and choose your battles. Very true. I often think people get lost in translation. Oftentimes, sometimes people don't always give you the best delivery because they may not know what the best delivery is for you, but that doesn't mean that you can't receive a message out of it. I've been told stuff before, and it may have been shitty at the moment. I'm like, this mother bleep bleep, but then when I calm down and sit back, I can receive something out of it. And I may even say, hey, your delivery was crappy, but I get what you were saying. I received this from it.
Like, yeah.
Ladies be full of shit anyway, because they still, with these dudes anyway. Like, why is the cycle keep cheating in if these dudes go trash? Why y'all still getting pregnant by these trash dudes? Yeah. Why does this cycle keep on happening if all these dudes are so trash?
Right, because you sleeping with the trash dudes, and Cam Newton, the same people that saying I hate what he said. If Cam Newton came up to you at the club, at the gas station, offered to pump your gas, ask for your phone number, you're still gonna give it to him, and you gonna flex because you dating Cam, but you just was talking about how you hate what he said. So
be real with yourself. Be real with yourself. I mean, most people argue just to argue because because it doesn't seem right.
Yeah,
because it doesn't seem right. So I'm gonna argue this point. even though you're not following by the very same word that you spewing out over these social medias. You know what I'm saying? You're not living by that. Come on.
Well, I will just say, like, for me personally, I know that I'm smart and I have something good to say, and I can let you lead, but you need to know that I ain't no punk. But again, that we're not about to argue about it.
Yeah.
Like, there was a very real situation where I had to say, I did not like this. This is what I think. This is how I feel, and I would appreciate it if this did not happen again. You came back to me. I understand your point. I'm just letting you know this is how I feel, and we can move on. Like, we're not about,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And that's
But
fair. That's definitely.
but what you're telling Michelle right now is too much that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. In the grand scheme of things, it makes
Too much
sense.
sound like right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And guess what? Everybody's not gonna go sound like right. Everybody's gonna do. They're still gonna do this stupid stuff regardless of what you try to tell them. They're still gonna go out there and live off their grandmother lives about how they be cooking and clean, take care of a man, and don't even take care of their kids.
Ooh. Or like we were talking about earlier, we're gonna talk about bad B words next week. That's gonna because we're gonna about to wrap it up. But women too worried about going to brunch and drinking mimosas and being at Philadelphia's twerking on the table. So you definitely ain't your grandmother's grandchild. So you are a whole new breed of women, and that's okay. But like Gerarda said, quit faking the funk. Be who you are. Standing.
You ain't your grandma. Get out of here. You ain't your grandma. Your grandma went through some real stuff with a man.
Right.
She had a whole family on the whole side of town. Get out of here.
Wait a minute. She had a what?
Granddaddy.
Grandma did what?
He lived on the south side of Houston. He be back on the weekend and say go take care of his family on the north side. You ain't went through.
Oh, Grandpa was a Rolling Stone. Oh, Grandpa. Yes, we are brunch table twerking shaming today. I love brunch, but at the same time, I don't want you twerking over your food. I went to Philadelphia, never will go back again. I literally had to push a girl in her back. Why are you swinging your hair? This weave. I was like, yo, chill. She was like, I'm having a good time. That's cool. But you about to have a bad time when I slide you because I'm trying to eat my food. Just go over there. Like, this isn't the environment for that. And you blame Philadelphia because it's like, why? I don't
want no twerk win over my damn eggs and stuff.
Right. I don't. Like, I really don't. I don't. So it was a lot. But all right, so we're gonna wrap up our show. We're gonna go around and say why we're mad. Gerardo's like he mad about the twerking on his eggs.
Twerk win over my eggs.
I said booty does something your grits.
You trying to eat? You put that booty hair fly in your face. Oh,
that's so nasty.
God.
Yeah, that's so nasty. Yeah, that's doing too much. Before we get off, let's just really quick. So I put a post about someone having a bad experience at Taste Kitchen, and then how Turkey Leg and Taste Kitchen kind of function within their businesses. So people are in uproar because the Turkey Leg Hut is charging $100 reservation fee, which this isn't new, so I don't know why people are complaining. But my thing is, y'all complaining about it, but y'all also mad because they don't take reservation. You gotta stand in the line. So they gave you a resolution. It's $100. So if you don't feel like you're gonna spend $100, then just stand in the line. If you feel like you're gonna, go ahead.
The $100 goes towards their bill.
Goes towards your food. Yes, but even if you only spend $50, the $100 you have $100 credit, and you get to make a reservation. So just make a reservation.
Like you need to take something to go.
Yeah.
You whatever, because you didn't pay exactly. You paid the $100, so why are you complaining? Right. If you had, and for people's like, well, I don't drink. Okay, when it's sitting in line, you have options. They're giving you options. Yeah. If I go, I drink, so I'll probably get a drink, a turkey leg, and whoever I'm with, you get a drink, a turkey leg. That's about $100 after your tip anyway. Why do you care? Why do you care? I felt like that both of those restaurants definitely need to implement some type of reservation system. The lines are long for people who want to pay the extra money. That's cool. Every time I go to the Taste Kitchen, they say 2 hours. Y'all can't, it ain't 2 hours every time. I need, y'all got to come up with a new lie because it's not 2 hours every time. So just take reservations. But yeah, charge for the reservation. You have a non-refundable reservation deposit of $100. The people that want to pay it will. The people that don't, they can wait 2 hours. But there should
And
be.
guess what? You not gonna not show.
You're not gonna not show you. And I would put a stipulation: if you are over 5 minutes at 5:06, your reservation is canceled and your money is null and void, and we keep it. And you will have to click the X on that. So when you come up to the booth talking shit, it's 5:07. It specifically said.
I would give them 15 minutes because neither one of them places have a parking lot and it's too hard.
You better be there with all your
They got
people.
valet. Then you need to get there 15 minutes.
They
early.
don't be having enough people.
Hey, too bad you better get there
That
on time.
valet line be long.
Hey,
You know, it keeps like you gotta have limits on it too. So it's like
our table limit. You got to get up.
you wanna go there and sit all day.
Right.
First of all, when you do stuff like that, you messing up the waitress and waiters' money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You eat and go. Some people want
Right.
to sit there all day. You can't do that in no restaurant.
Yep.
Because what if you get a person a crappy tip and you didn't held them up with 3 other tables that they could have got
Right.
a good tip from.
Right. If you want to go to a lounge and listen to music and talk, then do that. But this is for people who are eating. When you are done, take or go outside. They got maybe they can make that outside section a little lounge or something, and you can go parlay over there and smoke.
How about you go over the plan? Hey, Turkey Leg has a 2-hour limit, so we're gonna go there eat. You know what I'm saying, for an hour 50 minutes. Then we're gonna go here.
Right. Right. You ain't at your grandma's house at the table. I need you to go
That's
somewhere.
a good plan.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Okay.
Shoot.
So we all in agreement that the deposit is fine for the reservation. Y'all Negroes gonna go anyway. Y'all just like Gerardo said, y'all just want to argue about stuff to be arguing. Like you're gonna go anyway. So shut up.
If you don't like work with Luther's janitorial, take your broke ass home.
Oh, they killed Luther.
Luther dead too. Luther dead for real.
Oh my God. All right. So Michelle, why are you? Is anything grind your gears today?
So I had something, but I don't remember. So apparently it didn't make me that mad. Apparently it didn't make me that mad.
Okay. You want us to come
But
back?
the why I was mad was going to be about the active shooter in Denver. And so then I was trying to think about something else and then it lost me. So if I come up with something before you go, I'll say it.
All right, Gerardo.
Oh, I got one. I remember.
Even though I only go into the office, I think for the first month, I think we were required to go one time out the week, and the other time it's gonna be 2 times, whatever day we choose. Man, that traffic on that one day,
Crazy.
retarded. Yes, we can still use the word retarded because it's a word, not applying to a person. It is bad.
Let me look that up.
You don't look retarded.
It means stunted in development.
Bad. Like today, I left my house. I said, okay, I can be working at 8. I'm going to leave the house about 7:15, 7:20. I should be there on time. Wrong.
Yep.
All types of wrong. I walked in my office. It was like 8:10.
Yeah.
I live literally around the loop. And everybody knows where I live. I'm not that far from the Galleria on a regular day. I get to the Galleria in 15 minutes. When I tell you it took me that long to get there, highly upset. And then to see people in traffic trying to weave it out.
Yeah.
Only for me to catch you in the same lane later on.
If you just stay in your lane, you'll be fine.
Did all of that.
Right. Yeah.
Makes no sense whatsoever.
It doesn't. Awful. Texas drivers are crazy.
So
They don't
now,
pay attention.
but once I get to work, I'm good. but that ride there,
Mhm.
is there just all idiots on the road?
Yeah, I think, and after COVID, it got worse.
It had to be worse.
Mhm.
Because I be looking over, I was like, they're not from Houston.
No, they are.
They're not from Houston.
Oh, but they are. These are.
They- that person's from Omaha.
No. We don't drive like that there. We don't drive like that. No.
That
It's our
person,
time.
that person went to a Benedict College. Yes.
No, it's not us. I agree with you. That is why I'm mad too.
Nebraska, right there.
No, it's Texas. You can be driving 100 miles per hour, and someone will still be on your behind, honking at you.
Nah, that's somebody from somewhere else.
No, they from here. Yeah, they're from here.
Probably crazy in the first place for us to act like that.
So my thing, I'm gonna draw the traffic. Not a fan of traffic. Hate that I have to go in the office 4 days out of the week. It ruins my mood every day. It's a waste of my time. We are slow right now, and I literally sat for the last 6 hours.
Yep.
Well, I'll say 5 hours, just doing nothing. And it made me even more angry. My admin, he was like, Miss T, why are you so mad? I'm mad because I am thinking of all the things that I could be accomplishing by being at home. I hate being lazy, and I feel like I'm literally being lazy at work because I don't have anything to do, and I could be more productive doing other things. I need to put a load of clothes in the washing machine. I need to talk to my lady and make sure my taxes is done. Like, I'm going out of town Friday. Like, there's so many things I could be getting done, and I could be doing this at home and multitasking because I ain't got nothing to do anyway. So you just want to babysit me, and I'm sitting here being babysat while I'm babysitting other people. So it just
Work-life balance.
right. It's not a work-life balance.
Now that we have work-life balance, guess what they're trying to do? Oh, we're trying to get you to come back into the office.
Right.
So y'all never believed in work-life balance in the first place.
Never, because they don't care. They don't realize the stress of and I just think of my employees that have kids. Like, I get it, they've been home for 2 years, and it's like, it makes sense. We have meetings. I have to tell the people that are older, like, these people have kids, and it's stressful for them now post COVID to get up in the morning time, make their kids get up at 4:30 in the morning to get them ready for school and go to bed at 9:30 so they can get into the office and then be stressed out driving. The gas prices are high, then they have a small window of time to go pick their kids up, and they're waiting in these long lines, pick up their kids, and the traffic is bad on the way home. So there's just a lot. Or people that don't have kids, like, people have lives outside of work. So if you can alleviate the stress of your employees, please do so. And if they're working from home, don't work hard, because Michelle works late. If someone is working from home, that doesn't mean that they are readily available for you either. So if they work from 8 to 5, it don't matter if they're at home. Leave them the hell alone, because they need downtime as well. Like, after 5 o'clock, if it's something that you need and you didn't contact them before, you maybe do it yourself. That's not an open invitation to mess up someone's work-life balance by calling them at 7 o'clock and saying, hey, I need this by tomorrow. That's unfair. So
don't call me. You ain't gonna get answered.
All right.
I know where I'm at today.
Okay.
So today I had turned on the water hose for the pool, and then as soon as I went to go turn it off, it started raining. I was mad.
That'll do it.
I like free water. I was mad.
Yeah, that definitely is it.
Really?
Michelle, what is the pool opening back up? What are we doing?
It's open. It's open.
Me and Dre are coming.
Is it hot enough?
Sunday has been.
Y'all gonna get in the
Oh, and I'm mad that on
Why
Tuesday
so
morning.
loud?
I just remembered when I said pool again, I got mad because the pool man came to clean this morning, and then like the yard man came at noon, and I was like,
mess it up. Did you not know that they were coming at the?
So no, I didn't. The yard man.
Oh.
Because yeah. So I knew the pool man comes every Tuesday morning. The yard man comes on some kind of weird 10-day schedule. I don't know. Whatever.
10 days.
I don't know. And so every now and then it happens, and I couldn't get out there to tell him, like, don't do that. Like,
so mess you up.
Yeah, make him put a bag. Make him put a bag on his
He
thing.
uses a weed eater or something, or the handheld thing,
Yeah, that's right. We just gonna be a little grass in there.
because the way the backyard is with the deck and everything is
Yeah.
Oh
easier.
yeah, that's true because they can't use them. Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, hey, next time just coordinate a day off so they don't have them come at the same day.
Me and
and
Dre
then-
on the way though. We coming.
All right, pool fun. So it's almost a warm season here in Texas, and so it's all about that good summertime.
I can tell Dre come on out.
So, all right.
Somewhere somebody was like, so you're complaining because your pool's dirty. Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah, that's.
But everybody, your fake problems. Okay.
I mean, nobody wants to.
The guy who cleans your pool and the guy who does your yard, and okay, like
Jill said her pool is open for us to come. Take me now, take me now, take me now. Well, okay, we can't go now, but I'll let you know when we can, okay? Okay, bye-bye.
that's really.
Then you know.
Oh, bye.
That was cute.
Right, it was. And that's us signing off. Dre, just close it out for us. We will see you guys next Tuesday with Happy Hour with the Happy Hour crew or whatever we think of. So we'll see you guys next Tuesday.
We're looking for a new name. Help name us.
Yeah, if you know if you have any suggestions on a new name for us, send it. Put it in the comments and we'll look at it because we're trying to rebrand. So think of something for us because we have some options, but if you guys have something better, I mean, hey, we are all open to it. All right.
Open for, no safe names.
No safe names. Yeah, we don't want safe
No
names. We want
safe-
something fun, quirky, something fun. Not old boring name. We want something fun.
We made it happy hour sounds great.
All right. So we'll see you guys next Tuesday. Everybody have a good night. Peace, love, and coconut oil for your edges. All right.
And yeah, the ball spots.
The ball spot happy hour.
The pushback lineup. Happy
Oh,
hour.
he's Scallywag.
Pushback round of happy hour. We should do a ball show. Let's get all ball caps. We all come to the show ball.
I would do that with some big bamboo earrings. I definitely
I
would.
think we should do it.
I'm gonna put a little bit of hair on mine, like one little baby curl in the middle, like a weave, little clip on. Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it.
I say we do it.
I'm gonna find us some. All right, we'll do that another show. Bye, you guys.
Yeah.